Hello, it's Dale Callahan. It is December the 28th according to the calendar. If I trust my calendar, that means it's about to be 2010. Uh, and as a new year, what do we spend our time doing? We often spend our time writing goals and objectives or New Year's resolutions. Forget the word resolutions, just talk about goals and objectives. What I spend a lot of my time doing, this is related, trust me. What I spend a lot of my time doing is helping want-to-be entrepreneurs, and I don't mean that negative, but people who are stuck in the corporate world. They're cubically insane. They all the things we've talked about before. They want to find a way out. They want to start a business, and there's a series of questions that they come up with when they deal with this. And we have a series on entrepreneurship at the university that we teach, and we have some series on entrepreneurship and how to do this. And it's not about how to grow your multi-billion-dollar business, and it's not about how to take your small business to the next level. It's about how to help people escape the cubicle, how to help people move out of corporate America into their own business. That's our single focus. So that's what we focus on in the university model. That's what we focus on also in some of the other entrepreneurship education, which will be on the website in 2010. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a video series on this. And we actually have a plan. It's a written down plan, and it might even be followed. But what we're going to start with is the number one question we get is what kind of business can I do? People will, highly intelligent, well-paid people. Oftentimes, I work with the technical people. They're engineers, they're computer scientists. And they're like, God, I'm really smart and I'm really well-paid, but what can I do? What can I offer the world? And the rest of us will look at us, at them in amazement. There's just so much you have to offer. Your problem is paring it down. What we're going to do is probably going to be a 3-video series just to focus on that one question. And there will be real written exercises that if you go out and do them, they will answer that question for you. What kind of business can you start? What are you most positioned to do right now? And they will answer that. I guarantee you, it's been happening over and over and over. It will answer that question for you, and you'll come away with, I know what I can. As a matter of fact, you'll probably have multiple opportunities. Because most of us know that you already have multiple opportunities now. So after we deal with that, we're going to deal with how do we package it. Now that you know what you're going to do, how do you package that offer? How do you package this and put pricing and products and services out to the world? How are you going to, to say I'm going to be a lawn care specialist? What does that mean? Are you going to mow grass? Are you going to be, like there's this guy that's made millions and millions of dollars off of developing a franchise that's environmentally lawn care. He doesn't use fuel. He uses electrical machines and all that. He found a particular niche in the market and went after lawn care and has made it into a multi-million-dollar business. But what about you? What kind of things can we take from what kind of business can I start, and then the kind of products and services that you could offer off of that. And then we go into the business of, we're going to look at planning, not business plans, please. We're not going to write a big, massive, thick business plan that we see 100 and 200 pages of garbage. I hate business. I hate, if you know me, I hate resumes. I think they're the most worthless piece of document in the world to publish to the world, and I hate business plans. And that doesn't mean the information on there is I hate, but passing this information around is garbage. As Pamela Slim in Escape from Cubicle Nation, she tells you, there's a difference between business plans that I'm talking about and business planning. We're going to look at real business planning. How do you, with a pen and paper, with no mystique to it, develop a quick business plan that really defines your business and what you want to do? How do we do that? We're going to do a series on how do you do that, how do you set goals and milestones, how do you set the money game, how do you determine how much money you want to make. Let's say you do have a goal of I want to make $50,000 next year in revenue in my business. Some of you may think, well, that's a huge number for revenue. I don't think I can accomplish that. Some of you are thinking, that's just such a small number. I don't want to think about it. I don't care. You put the number there. How do you do that? Once you look at products and services, how do you figure out how you're going to accomplish that goal? It's systematic. We'll walk you through it. We'll talk about how to define your customer, how to figure out who your customer should be. And I know, God, every presentation is like, who do you market to, Joe? And they're always like, well, we market to everybody. We're Coca-Cola. We sell to the world. Deadly question. You want to understand who exactly is your customer base. And I looked at a business the other day, and the guy was like, I sell to black Americans that live in larger cities that are between the ages of 45 and 58 years old, and had they had $100,000 to $150,000 of income. A very, very specific market of who he was looking to reach in his business. That's the kind of thing we're talking about. Who specifically are you going to reach? And we'll talk about why that's important, and why you need to do that, and why you need to understand that, and how you do that in your business. And we'll talk about the mysterious word of marketing. Marketing. Everybody thinks about the product. If you looked at my past video about sharing your idea, you understand the product is not worthless, but not the key. We'll talk about marketing. How do you make yourself known without spending money for Super Bowl ads, without spending a ton of money? How do you make it happen? This is the series we're going to start off with, though, in 2010. I don't know how long it's going to take, and we're going to do it, and we're going to get, as we get comments back and email and things like that, we'll gear it towards that. But it's a series of things that we do to help walk people along from, I'm stuck in corporate America, and I would like to do something else, but I don't know what to do, to steadily plotting them along, setting some goals and objectives, understanding and answering some questions to something that they can do. So we hope to see you in 2010 to do just that.